week away from Wrestle Kingdom, and the card goes so hard. I'm using Wikipedia because it's the best place that has all of the matches listed so far. But let's go through them. Pre-show, New Japan Rambo. I love the New Japan Rambo. Also, you get a number one contendership match against the world champion. That's like sick for the Rambo. Then we've got the four-way terror ladder match for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. I think this might be a show stealer. I love the Junior Heavyweight division in New Japan. And also, you know, it's got my boy Kushida's going to be in there. Robbie Eagles, amazing. TJP. Warthogs are there as well. But I think this is going to be like a banger. This might be match of the night. Then we go into Maya Iwatani versus AZM. This is going to be a banger as well. I love that the Stardom wrestlers are getting onto the New Japan cards. I mean, are we going to say it's the IWGP Women's Championship? Does that count as Stardom wrestlers? I guess they do. I digress. It's New Japan. Let's say that. Ren Narita versus Jeff Cobb. That's going to versus OI versus El Phantasmo. That's going to be a banger. It is a television championship match, but it's also a four-way match. I didn't do the research into seeing if that's going to have the time limit. I doubt it because it's a fatal four-way, but I don't know. Maybe a comment down below if I'm wrong. Then we move on to Tanahashi versus Evil. It's cut off a little bit in a lumberjack match. Listen, you can't have everything. I'll be honest, you can't have everything you want. It's a retirement match, so Tanahashi's definitely winning because they're going to keep this until next year where they're going to really build as the person who retires Tanahashi. That's not going to be Evil, like 2% botch. Then we go on to Shingo Takagi versus Takeshita. Also, listen, all these matches are going to be bangers. Takagi and Takeshita are badass for the Never Openweight Championship. But also, if Takeshita is still international champion in AEW, then maybe it's going to be for both titles. We'll get into that later. Then we go on to Doki versus El Desperado, also going to be a banger. Listen, just banger. It's a banger card. Then we go to Dave Finlay versus Tsuji. I need Tsuji to beat Finlay because I'm a Tsuji fanboy. I really like Tsuji. Did you see that promo he cut on Okada? I think if he wins, it makes sense. Also, it's for the Global Championship, which is like their replacement for the United States Championship and the Intercontinental Championship. So I think it makes sense for Tsuji to win, and maybe they'll do a thing with Okada going into next year with Tsuji. So in my opinion, that makes sense. Then, oh my god, I moved myself. Then we have Naito versus Hiromu Takahashi. That's probably going to be my match of the night because I love Naito and I love Takahashi, and I think they can steal the show. I'm just saying, you know, Naito's got a history with being upstaged. Maybe he will be the one who upstages because our main event is going to be Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shota Umino for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, I don't keep up super closely with New Japan, so I don't know where Shota is kind of like in the, is he the guy New Japan fans are saying is going to be that guy? I don't know. So, I think it's going to be a great match. I like Shota matches. I've seen him live. He's a very good wrestler. And I saw him live like 2-3 years ago, so he still wasn't where he is right now. Obviously, I adore Zack Sabre Jr., so there's also that. So I think this is going to be a great match regardless. Wait, do you think we were going to finish there? Because the following night is the crossover show, Wrestle Dynasty. We've got... I don't like that this is on the pre-show. This should have been on the main show. There's at least one match I would probably change to get this on the main show because look at this match. Willow, Nightingale, Persephone, Athena, Momo Watanabe. This should have been on the main card. And the winner gets a participation promotion of their choosing championship match. So it'll be interesting to see who wins that. It depends who is like, I want to use this to best tell my stories for my promotion. Sons of Texas versus House of Torture. Yeah, I'm glad this one's on the pre-show. But I'm a House of Torture guy over a Sons of Texas guy. So give that to House of Torture, please. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ricochet in just a singles match. Not a title match. But, Zack Sabre Jr. is going to beat up Ricochet. Like the sounds of that. What can I say? That's why Ricochet's bold. Shingo Takagi or Takeshita versus Ishii. I love Ishii. He is that guy. So whoever, it's going to be a great match with Ishii. It's going to be a hard hitting match. Depends whoever wins the title in their match on Wrestle Kingdom. Then we go on to Tsuji versus Jack Perry. Yeah, I want Tsuji to win that match. Then we have Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd. This is going to be the match they're really like, Kenny's coming back. Maybe they're going to use this to build up Gabe Kidd, but also it's Kenny's return match, both to Japan and also for, just wrestling in general. So I think maybe Kenny's going to go over. Gabe Kidd's a heel, so he can take the losses. Kenny kind of, it's going to be a big, big, big pop when he comes out. So then we have Shooter versus Claudio Castagnoli. Well, I think this match I don't know, because you've also got Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ricochet. So I don't know, because I thought this match would basically be like, okay, Shooter's not winning because he's just facing Claudio Castagnoli. But then Ricochet is not the biggest match for Zack Sabre Jr. to be having. So I don't know. I don't know if this is going to help. This doesn't really telegraph the winner of their match, to me, it seems. And then we have Dave Finlay versus Brody King, big meaty men. I guess this depends. Do you want to go New Japan's way or AEW's way? Great O'Khan! And TBA, who will be his partner, versus the Young Bucks for the vacant IWGP Tag Team Championships. I'm a Great O'Khan guy, so I want Great O'Khan and whoever his partner's going to be. I don't know if it's the IWGP Tag Team Championships. Maybe it will be someone from New Japan who has a history with the Young Bucks. I doubt it would be an AEW wrestler unless they're sending out this AEW wrestler to New Japan for like an excursion. But it could be the Young Bucks as well. They're popular in Japan anyway. Mercedes Moné versus Mina Shirakawa in a winner-takes-all match. They've got quite a few winner-takes-all matches over these 2 days. Undisputed British. I think Mina will win because I don't see Mercedes doing too many UK dates. I might be wrong, but if she wins the British Championship, she'd have to do more UK dates. I think maybe getting the strong title onto Mina helps build her up and also can move Mercedes to mostly concentrating on like the TBS title in AEW. So I just think it makes a bit more sense to have Mina win. Then we have four New Japan wrestlers, and four CMLL wrestlers in an 8-man Lucha Gauntlet match. 8-man Lucha Gauntlet match, that sounds amazing. I wonder who the 4 New Japan wrestlers would be. Are they going to go like the junior heavyweights? Maybe Naito. I'd see Naito in that match. Depends how hard he and Takahashi go the night before, I suppose. But yeah, let me know who you think would be in that match. This card looks amazing. These 2 cards look amazing. I think, obviously, I prefer the Wrestle Kingdom card a little bit more. The Dynasty match does definitely just feel like a super card crossover card that you'd get like historically in Japan. So it's going to be a lot of like 50-50 booking, I think, throughout the card. But that Wrestle Kingdom card, banger!